wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back. What does this mean? Well, when you're doing hard shit, pause. But when you're doing stuff that's difficult, you shouldn't wish for it to be easier. You should only wish for you to be stronger so you can handle that hard stuff, which makes sense. You can't wish, like, somebody said this quote, it's like, you can't wish for an easy life and for like a strong mind or a strong body or something, because each is the price of the other. And so it's like, if I wanted to make a great sword, like that was sharp and that was effective and that looked like pristine, what do I have to put it through? What has to go through the fire, doesn't it? It has to go through the fire again and again. And after the fire, there's some hammer work that needs to be done. And that process of putting it into the fire and then taking it out and hammering on it, putting it into the fire, taking it out, hammering on it, putting it into the fire again, taking it out again, hammering on it, that process has to happen over and over and over again until you have a sword for the ages. The best swords go through that, don't they? The best swords go through a lot, they go through the fire a lot, and they get beat with that hammer a lot, don't they? So the same applies to you, is that there's going to be days where you just don't want to. There's going to be days where it's hard. Oh, wow, self-improvement's hard. There's going to be days like that. Of course there is. But you shouldn't wish for them to be easier. You should only wish for you to be stronger. Because this is what hard feels like. Somebody said this quote. It was Alex Hormozi. He said, "You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it will work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You will wonder whether you made the right call and will have no way to know for years." This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard. The more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means that no one else will do it. More for you. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. That is something that is so nice to lean on, because I remember when I was first starting out, everything was hard. Working out was hard. Trying to quit video games was hard. Trying to quit fapping was hard. Everything was hard, dude. But that's what it's supposed to feel like. And that is so nice. That's so nice to lean on. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. And for me personally, I find that extremely motivating than just thinking to myself like, oh no, it's hard. If I just tell myself this is what hard feels like, and that's okay, that is much more motivating for the same circumstance. Because if you have two circumstances, if you have to hit a hard leg day at 6 a.m. in the morning in the gym, you can have this mindset of like, oh yeah, I don't really want to go to the gym, like, I'm tired and all this stuff. Or you can have the mindset of like, this is what hard feels like, and that's okay. And then you just keep going. That's very, very nice to lean on. This is what hard feels like. Now, I know for a fact that some of you watching this video, your monkey mind just like turned on. You're like, oh, hard. All this other bullshit. I know for a fact some of you, like you're weird as fuck, and like every time you hear the word hard, you always think of that. This is what hard feels like, and that's fine. That is so nice to lean on, especially when you're going through like a rough time, when you're going through like a rut, for example. Because we're all gonna have ruts. The most depressing life is just this. Just flatline, just stagnant. The best life that you will ever have, and the best times that I've ever had, was when I've had extremely high highs. It was like this. Extremely high highs and extremely low lows. If you have a life just like this, that's just fucking like, that's sad. And so when you're going through a rut, when, you got to go to the gym the next day, but your joints are aching, you're sleep deprived, oh, I didn't get enough calories yesterday. Congratulations. Now you know what hard feels like. Now you know what difficult, the word difficult means. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Just a mindset for you to have. Hope this video helps you, bro. Take care.